Hello, everyone. When I got up this morning, I read these beautiful words which went as no one is expecting you to be perfect. But are you constant in your striving to be better personally? Answering this to yourself is all that matters. The past months have taught us to be resilient, patient, and strong. Now, come August, and now the next best thing that we can learn is to be decent to others while being kind to your own self. We are all navigating unprecedented times. None of us have been here before. None of us know exactly what will happen. And the only thing we can really do is take one day at a time. Be mindful and remain in the moment. And while we do our best to stay in the present as best as possible, the astrology of the moment is inviting us to practice kindness and decency to ourselves first and then to each other. Now, the planets in August are also somewhat indicating the same two factors for us. Are you being kind to yourself? Is it easy or challenging to be decent to those who see things differently than you? Can you perceive the tension that comes up with others as an opportunity to practice both kindness and decency? Astrology does shine a spotlight on qualities that are most helpful at any given moment. Now, learn about the importance of staying alive and adaptable right now as we are embarking on new territories at this point of the year. We have to stay aware, alive, adaptable, and not be too stubborn or fixed or rigid in our ways because stubbornness or rigidity right now is a bit of an illusion. There is a call to go forward into new territory and experience it. Survival in this world is a choice, not a compulsion. So, when we make a choice, we need to figure out how best we can do it. Contemporary astrology helps how to adapt to new situations by exploring the great potential within us. And since we are aware that we can't go back to the way the things were, what we can do now is to make the situations better to the best of our ability and being proud of the fact that we are realistically positive about the outcomes. An honest insight is an acceptance that even in the past we cribbed because the way things were. Weren't they the way we really wanted them to be? Or were they there? We really wanted changes, so now is the time to work on these changes and manifest them. Let's all be kind to ourselves and decent to others. And this reminds me what our very own Mahatma Gandhi that said, in a gentle way, you can shake the world. Now, for what August inspires us to do, I will be telling you for every zodiac. Virgo, August 2020 for y'all. Now, since retrograde activity increases again this month, the advice for you is to continue to focus on your spiritual life until the 22nd, and then on your reinventing your personality. Focusing your energies on your well being, both internally and externally, will do you a world of good. There's nothing much going on in the world, and the past months have not been strong for your personal independence. You have been focusing on others and their needs, and you have needed the grace of others to get your things done, or anything done for that matter. But now, the short term planets are moving to your eastern position. Even though the social sector is still much stronger, you can still take out time to focus on your inner needs and be independent to exercise what you desire. The month ahead is conducive to do what you like. After all, it's going to be your birth month. Saturn moved back into your fifth house on July 2nd, And this is a house of fun, creativity, friends, and children. Add to this, the suns move into your own sign on the 22nd, and Mercury moves in on the 20th. And you have a recipe for creating the life you enjoy the most. With all the retrograde motions going on, you might as well focus your energies inwards towards yourself. Health remains status quo, in fact, good, since there is only one long term planet, Neptune, in a stressful alignment, and the moon will make occasional stressful aspects, but they will be of very short duration. From the 20th onwards, there's a grand trine occurring in the earth signs, which is your native element. This benefits you as it makes your confidence soar and gives you a happy go lucky approach to life. The sun and Mercury in your own shine helps you exude a charming personality and image of success. Make the most of this benefic period. Plan and execute whatever you have in mind. Venus has spent more than 4 months in your 10th house of career, but on the 7th, she finally moves on into your 11th house. Take care of your finances cautiously, even though your intuition in this regard is good. Yet, double checking is always advisable because there could be challenges if you neglect that little voice within. Putting in that extra energy in your work will pay off. Prosperity on whatever you focus on is the bottom line this month. For the best days, for the stressful days, for your honey, your money, and your career, for those specific dates, you will have to visit my website. Stay tuned because in my following video, I would be apprising you as to how to make the best use of the grand trine that is happening in the earth element. Explore and manifest your talents, for it represents worldly wisdom and instinct for what's needed for bountiful harvests, sensualism, and artistry. Grand trines are harbingers of luck, especially if you utilize their energies intelligently. So be aware. Till then, stay blessed.